Good afternoon, I'm Dan Quinnell. The government's refused to comment on the state of the markets, despite the value of the pound dropping to a record low overnight. The value of sterling dropped by more than 4%. It's now recovered to around $1.07. The Metropolitan Police have arrested a 22-year-old man in connection with a shooting which took place outside this church over the weekend. It happened at around 1:30 on Saturday afternoon, and it was just at the end of a very busy funeral, around 300 people inside.
It's still very, very windy out here this afternoon. I'm outside London Bridge Station where there's heavy disruption to travel.
Just over a week on the job, and the problems are already starting to mount for Rishi Sunak. Matt Hancock's stint on I'm a Celebrity probably doesn't even make the top 5. The migrant crisis still not solved despite a new man at the top, and the number of people who've crossed the channel this year is quickly approaching 40,000. TikTok could face a £27 million fine for failing to protect children's data online. The Information Commissioner's Office, which seeks to guard people's privacy, says the video app may have processed the data of under 13s without appropriate parental consent. It's as people stealing electricity reached record levels across England and Wales last year, with the cost of living crisis beginning to take hold. Electricity theft, which is done by tampering with a line or bypassing a meter, was up 13% compared to the year before. A blooming future for this flour wholesaler? Perhaps not. With just over 20 days until Britain leaves the EU, the owner of Flour Vision in Nottingham is concerned about the future. How much do you rely on the EU for your stock?
For my stock?
Yeah.
100%.
All of your stock?
Yeah, everything comes through Holland.
Hello again. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been left out of this evening's England squad against Germany. The team's playing their final match before the start of the World Cup and are coming off the back of their worst run of results since 2014. Well, Gareth Southgate's accepted that his job is at risk if England can't win matches. Greater Manchester Police have condemned what they've called a senseless attack which killed the cousin of former heavyweight boxing champion Tyson Fury. 2 men have been arrested in connection with the murder of Rico Burton. Fury has compared knife crime to a pandemic in an emotional Instagram post. Pride is the biggest and most visible part of life as an LGBT person. In London, members of the LGBT community gather for National Student Pride, a student-led celebration of their identities. And fresh from the Lionesses' victory in the Euros, the Premier League's back for a new season today. Arsenal will face off against Crystal Palace tonight, while Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea and Manchester City will be in action over the weekend. That's all for now. We'll be back with more in half an hour.